Hi, I'm Eric D'Amato. Welcome back to Let's Play what will probably be the last episode of Call of Juarez Gunslinger. And for this, I got the invincibility as usual, but also infinite ammo and infinite concentration, just so we can, do some cool Wyatt or Tombstone walking on water tricks and stuff, and make the fights look cool.
Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant, that son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
For all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others.
Got two more around here. Oh, those fists mean there's an enemy. It's one of the upgrades.
For instance, did my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after?
I reckon so.
By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. I was furious as hell at that bastard for making me who I am. A man with no family, no friends, no purpose except shooting Bob Bryant dead. Nothing could stop me from taking his life.
A bullet in the head might.
I'd been after that killer forever. From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that fairy tale, you mean?
Suddenly, it was 1910. There I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades. The town was falling apart, just like me.
This might be a short one. Hope not. I still hope we get at least like 20-30 minutes of this, but
I wasn't about to call it quits. Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were
Yeah,
after
the
a
Wild
treasure
Bunch.
they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around.
there's a nugget somewhere nearby. Yep, there you are. Sundance Kid.
I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said, the bandits knew I was on to them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
Sure I did. But won't be from your guns that I do. Nope, there's someone there. Blood. 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 You got two M's. Runner. All right.
But you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here telling us the tale.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
I didn't.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack.
Wow. We exploded. Just kind of exploded.
Because when I woke up,
From the dead?
there was silence all around me.
Yeah, it's just a hat, not a collectible.
I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop. Here, and there, even over there.
So I am right. You are titched in the head.
Mr. Greaves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer. Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns a-blazing. But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition.
Okay, so we seem to have lost our mind completely.
I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me. And in the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hardin, just like I remember him.
This is actually kind of cool as a concept.
Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun. But no ghost army was stopping me.
We are fighting an army, the aforementioned army of demons.
My father-in-law got hit with a fallen branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
Straying away from the story. Okay.
Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead.
So I'm not supposed to go anywhere. Got it.
George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond.
Ooh, that's a scattergun.
Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next. I thought I would go crazy.
Thought?
This is never ending. I kind of approve. I remember a Reverend Reed back in Gun. Got the sword after fighting him. He was played by Brad Dourif, I think.
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh,
The Sundance Kid?
like a general leading his Legion of the Dead.
You told us before that you'd seen him alive.
He was alive.
He can take many shots to the head. Look at this man.
Then I heard a voice call to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker, a.k.a. Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
Oh, you're welcome. Finally get to see ourselves in a cutscene. Butch Cassidy. Sundance Kid. Silas Greaves. The good, the bad, and the dead. So, double duel? Ooh.
But the kid wasn't quite deceived.
It's the good, the bad, and the ugly
Not
three-way. Oh, it's gonna be
Takes
cool.
more than one little bullet to kill the likes of me, partner.
Those two looked like they hadn't seen each other for quite a while. Clearly, they were no longer amigos.
I remember this scene from Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Shit. I was hoping I wouldn't have to kill you.
You won't have to, Butch. I'm killing you first.
I asked them about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own heated conversation.
Maybe we should leave well enough alone and let them get on with their shit.
straight. You want my money and the love of my life?
You frittered it all away, Butch. Edda's mine. So is that damn money.
So, guys,
I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had
it's
an
not
answer
really
to my
my
question.
thing, my problem.
Those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
Alright. involved in this duel. Okay. I don't want to do this. This isn't fun. Okay. This isn't fair. I don't want to do this. Why am I having to do this? Okay. I don't want to do a three-way duel. It's not fun. Okay. This is impossible. I don't want to do it. Why am... That's actually that's something I've been wondering all game. I have invincibility on. I have that cheat. So why can I die in the duel? Okay. Try it again. This is totally worth doing and actually fun. No, it isn't. Not at all. And all three of us go down. Okay. And that also doesn't count. I hate the dueling so much. There we go.
Butch
Finally.
Cassidy and the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months
Don't care
ago.
that I cheated. Doesn't matter. It was getting ridiculously boring. I don't need XP anymore anyway. Dishonoring, whatever. And that's the game, I think. We just have one more thing to do. Finale. Grey Wolf, the Apache Medicine Man, offers Silas a mysterious warning, cautioning him not to wallow in the poison of something. Was the story of Silas Greaves true? Nope. But in this reality, I think it is. Let's go.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob?
There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Greaves.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
Oh man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob, your past always catches up with you.
Ooh, it's time to make a
I
choice.
was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I've changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
But you can't, Bob.
Ben's Bob. So, we have our choice. We can kill him, or not. And I think that the whole point of the plot of this game is not to, so we're going to go for the good. If you want the bad ending, check it out yourself. Very fun game, I recommend it, but we're going to go for the good ending, because we had only one dishonorable duel, and other than that, we're a hero, we're the good guy, let's redemption.
why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Wanted to suss you out, Bob. See what kind of man you turned out to be. Maybe prod you into drawing on me. See, all those years on your trail turned me into a killer. Can't even remember who I was before you tried to murder me. You, on the other hand, walked that very same path in exactly the opposite direction.
What do you mean by that?
You think your life is worth sparing, Bob? Boy, what's your name again?
It's Eisenhower, sir. Dwight Eisenhower.
34th President of the United
What do you
States.
plan to do with your life, Dwight Eisenhower?
Tomorrow I'll be leaving for West Point, sir.
Also a military officer.
So, you want to be a soldier? Well, then do it right, son. Don't tear down the world out of anger and spite like I did. You build it up. You do something decent with your life, you hear me?
Sir? Yes, sir.
He was a 5-star general, as a matter of fact. Served in World War II.
I won't have it said I left you with nothing, Bob.
so concludes not just the game Call of Juarez Gunslinger, but the series Call of Juarez. As a game, it was really fun. Cheating, of course. The dueling got a little tedious at times, but definitely a better note to go out on than the Cartel was, in my opinion. Would have liked a little more connection to the Call of Juarez series, like, I don't know, make him Silas McCall. Make him a McCall. Would have been. He's not a real. Silas Greaves wasn't a real man anyway. Well, actually, let us double check if Silas Greaves was real. No, I was not a real man. So yeah, just you could have had him be the same backstory, but have him be Silas McCall, so we could have some connection to the rest of Call of Juarez. On the whole, I think my favorite of the series is still Bound in Blood. It was a really, really fun one, but this is close. Like, actually, I think it might be tied with Bound in Blood, because the story of that was completely. The story of Bound in Blood was completely negated by it being a prequel to the not great Call of Juarez 1. And knowing what those characters turn into and how unlikable they get before the story starts kind of ruined it a bit. But hey, this was fun. Nice simple cowboy story. I liked it. Hope you liked watching it too. And hey, as I've taken saying at the end of all of these Western games, see you in the sunset. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption is on its way. See you in the sunset. Ciao.
There are men who fear legends, but a man legends fear. He's a four-hosted reaper, crying bullets for tears. When a drought comes in justice, bullets make good rain. When the heartache has dried up, only blood heals a pain. There's a time for grieving, and a time to just pray. There's a time for forgiving, but it's not for today.
Hi, thanks for watching. This has been played and recorded by me, Merrick D'Amato. The art was by Rafael Agrona. You can find a link to their commission page in the description below. And if you like this video and want to see more like it, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you all next time. Ciao!